and Torrey Miller, Dominic Collier, and George King, who's a fifth-year senior. So expect a lot of leadership from those guys. They've been through the wars. You know, Josh Repine doesn't play a lot of minutes, but he's a very integral role in our locker room, in our practices. And obviously George and Torrey and Dom have all played at a high level and have produced at a high level. We're going to need them to do that this year. Also have Deleon Brown and Lucas Seward, who are sophomores. Expect a lot more out of them this year. And then Naaman Wright was a kid who was sitting out last year. Is going to be a junior, his fourth year of college. Naaman's a terrific player. So that's kind of our upperclassmen. And then you go to our newbies, which we've got, I think, 8 new faces this year. And 5 true freshmen, a couple red shirts, a lot of talent, a lot of youthful exuberance. And we're really excited about that group.
No, absolutely. The whole team has been gelling fantastic, by the way. They
get along
each
well,
other,
yeah.
laughing, joking. It's like they've been buddies for a while. Well, let's jump right into it. So the first 5 non-conference games that we have Colorado Mines, Northern Colorado, Denver. But it'll be interesting when you guys travel to the Virgin Islands. You get to play some people in the ACC. You got Quinnipiac, Wake Forest, Drake. How fun will that be?
Well, it'll be fun. I hope we make it to the Virgin Islands. You know, obviously the hurricane has really hit that area pretty hard. I know the founders and the people who run the Paradise Jam are actually going to the Virgin Islands this week to check on things and make sure things. There's another hurricane coming through. I think Maria's coming through in the next few days. So hopefully they're spared by that. And there's nothing that we want more than to go down to the Virgin Islands, play a basketball tournament, and hopefully help those people out maybe in any way that we can, and get their minds off of their day-to-day lives, which have been obviously altered in a big way. So we're hoping that Paradise Jam is pulled off in November, but it's kind of wait and see right now. But I'm concerned with Northern Colorado. That's our opener. And obviously our football team just played them, and those guys, they've got some guys who can play. So we're certainly not going to be looking ahead. The School of Mines obviously is an exhibition game, but then we hook it up for real on November 10th.
Well, you guys had a very unusual, more lively off season. You guys went to Italy, got a few more practices, were able to play a little bit. So that might help you with the next set of non-conference games that you guys have. Xavier is going to be a huge one, versus Iowa, Colorado State, at Colorado State. So that'll kind of help the young ones on the road and in front of big crowds. Yeah,
our non-conference, I think, schedule is perfect for this year's team. There's some games, I think, that are going to challenge us, and we've got some at home early. But now we go on the road to Colorado State, which is obviously a very big game for them and for us. And then also at Xavier, you mentioned, who's going to be a top 20 type team, very talented. Obviously, we had a great win against them here this year, so they'll be looking for revenge. But starting a series seasons with New Mexico, we play here this year. We'll go down to the Pit next year. So yeah, it's going to really prep us for conference play, and then we've got a lot of young guys who are going to have to grow up quick. And the trip to Italy, obviously, and the 10 practices we had before that are certainly going to benefit this team, but we're going to have to grow up fast.
Absolutely. Well, the conference, it isn't going to get any easier,
No.
Sad to say. We have Oregon State, Oregon, Arizona State, traveling again, some more on the road. Any of these games stick out to you, Coach?
Well, they all do. I mean, conference games, look, there's 18 of them. And so obviously Arizona, I think, is going to be the team that's everybody's going to be picked to win our league. And some people will be picking them preseason number 1. They're loaded, have a lot of good players returning. They always recruit well. So, but UCLA is UCLA. USC has got, they've got 10 guys that could, their second 5 could start for a lot of guys, a lot of teams in this league. So the Oregon schools are always tough. I mean, it's the 18-game gauntlet, as I always look at it, is I never try to put one game bigger than the other. They're all tough. Obviously, last year we learned that. We started out 0-7 last year and then kind of found ourselves after that. But we don't want to do that this year.
No, can't wait this year. So we have Washington at home, Washington State at home. Make sure all you fans come out to the game. Utah, you finish off with Utah at home.
Yeah, Utah's, they've had our number. I mean, I think they've beat us 7 or 8 straight times. I mean, when Coach Soviak came in the league, we got them pretty good a few times in a row, and now they've gotten the upper hand. So that's a game that we need to reverse that trend. I mean, they're a quality program. They've got good players. They're well coached, but that's a game that we've got to play well in to have a chance to win. And we start with them at home. We finish up with them at the end of the season on the road. But
which will be awesome. We'll make sure everybody is tuning into that game. At Utah, that's the last game, like we just said. UCLA, that's going to be a fun one at home.
Yeah,
UCLA is always fun at home.
It's the first time in, I think this is our 6th year in the Pac-12, the first time we've ever had UCLA at home with our students here. I mean, every time we've played UCLA at home, it's been early January where students are still on break. So, talking about our students, we really need to re-engage the students at the University of Colorado to get behind this team. Obviously, our rise in football has generated a lot of excitement for those young people on our campus, but we need to translate that into the wintertime. Obviously, it's on us to produce and to play and put a product on the floor that's fun to watch, but we need those students there because they are the backbone and the heartbeat of the Coors Event Center. When they're in there and into the game, it lifts everybody, our players included.
I agree. It's a completely different atmosphere. We have to make Colorado one of those places that these teams hate to come to because they're going to get yelled at. It's going to be loud.
No
There's going to be so much excitement. So you heard the man. Everyone come out to the games. The schedule has been released. Thank you for sitting down with us, Coach.
Absolutely.
And good luck this season.
Thanks, Ariana. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.